actually the first sign of the zodiac. Therefore, we are starting the new zodiac solar year with Aries season, which is also heralded in on, the 21st, which is the spring equinox. So the sun moves into Aries on the first day of spring. So it's all about the new, the fresh, new beginnings. Aries, being the first sign, does occupy the first house of the zodiac, which is a house of, yourself, your identity, and the things you have, the things that define who you are. So that is definitely going to be highlighted for all of us. And also, wherever Aries falls in your personal natal chart, if it's not in the first house, definitely going to be that house highlighted as well. So I would take a look at your own natal chart to see where Aries is in your personal astrology, to see what other house may be affected and highlighted for you during this season. Now, as soon as the sun moves into Aries, the very next day we go into a Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is actually retrograding in the sign of Aries. So because, we have the sun going into Aries, we have the first day of spring, and then we have this retrograde. Retrogrades are all about the past, revisiting things to see if there's, any viability, anything else to learn, what needs to be healed, what needs to be released. So retrograde is all about the past. So I'm seeing this retrograde in Aries as, an energetic spring cleaning, to clean your soul, to clean your aura, to get you prepared and fertile and ready. Just like as the spring comes, you rake up the lawn, you till the soil, you do everything you need to do, you trim back, the dead foliage, you do all these things to prepare everything for the spring to come back to life. And you need to look at this retrograde as the same type of thing, but for your soul, okay? Because during the retrograde, then we have the full moon in Libra on the 31st of March, and then on April 15th, Mercury goes direct. And wouldn't you know it, the very next day, we have the new moon in Aries. So how synchronistic is it that, the day after Mercury goes direct, the spring cleaning is over, we have the Aries new moon, and new moons are all about new beginnings, starting new things, etc. So that is just such synchronistic energy, okay, if you ask me. And then on April 17th, we have Saturn going retrograde in Capricorn, and now Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. Capricorn rules the 10th house of the zodiac. So, with that, many of us could be questioning our career and, our reputation in the world, who we are, things like that, through this Saturn retrograde in Capricorn. Saturn is the great teacher. So it's more about finally getting all the aha moments and the light bulb going on. You're not learning anymore. Either you passed the class or you didn't. And if you did, it's like all of a sudden all these aha moments are happening and everything is, starting to fall into place. So it's a good energy. And then for those of you who are interested, April 22nd and 23rd is the Lyra's meteor shower, so look up to the heavens if you're interested in seeing that. So through Aries season, we will have 3 planets retrograde. Jupiter, which happened when the sun was in Pisces. Then we have Mercury retrograde for about 3 weeks, and then Capricorn, Saturn goes retrograde. And that's towards the end of Aries season. So as we move into Taurus season, just Jupiter and Saturn will be retro. Alright, Virgo, so let's see what the primary focuses that you will have during Aries season, or what your primary focus should be. And I'm taking that as a cue because I did not tell you this. I want to explain this reading a little bit so that you guys understand. We are going to look at the general energies that you'll be experiencing between, the 21st of March and the 19th of April, but we're going to be looking at it more from an astrological perspective, not so much just a normal tarot perspective, okay? That's what makes this a bit different. Looking at the universal energies that are at play, how they affect us personally, how to navigate them, and also how to harness that energy to use for our benefit. Since, we are going to have this retrograde, I'm going to upload a video next week how to navigate through the retrograde energy specifically. So it'll be one video for all signs, but I will timestamp each sign. So be sure to check that out to get more information about this retrograde. So Virgo, where your focus should be or will be is the night wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. This is such a perfect card for retrograde energy and the spring cleaning of the soul. This is telling you that there's some things inside of you, some emotions that you haven't dealt with, some experiences you've gone through that you kind of just push down inside of you. And what this is saying is, if you've been having nightmares, the reason why you're having nightmares is because you have these emotions, deep down within you that you need to allow to surface, accept for what they are, even if they're really dark, and allow yourself to release them. This is about facing fears. This is about healing. So your subconscious mind is really being interfered with by some emotions or experiences that you're choosing not to deal with that are very much a part of you, and every one of you will know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? This is saying it's time through Aries season to allow all of that to bubble up and face it, accept it for what it is, accept your true feelings about it, and then choose that you want to heal it and release it. Wasn't your love reading something similar to this about releasing an ex? So I feel for you, this transformation of self under this Aryan energy first house is about you releasing some emotions and experiences of your past. Okay, Virgo, and you need that healing, like you really do. That's what you need to do for your spring cleaning. So, like, if you had a garden, you wouldn't just go out to the garden and throw some new seeds in it. You're gonna, till up the entire thing, get all the dead foliage gone, get the soil nice and tilled and prime and ripe for planting, and be nice and moist, full of nutrition. So that's what you need to really consider here, okay? We're coming into spring, and you want a nice clean garden. You're a Virgo. Virgos are very perfectionist and tend to love cleanliness. I have never in my life met a Virgo who was not just obsessive about cleaning. One of my friends who's been my friend my whole life, she's a Virgo, and we were roommates at a time, and I would tell her, if you could throw me away, you would, because I'm just in the way. And something funny is, when she was living with her boyfriend, she would when she's cleaning the house, if she thinks something has expired, and I'm not talking about food, I'm talking about an item, a personal item that belongs to somebody else. If she feels like it's dirty, old, and gross, it has no more use, it's going in the trash. She actually ended up throwing away this baseball hat that her boyfriend had forever, and she never confessed that she threw it away, but he's like, I can't find my hat, and she's like, it was the grossest, most ratty hat, and it just always sat there, and I didn't even think he cared about it, but I'll be damned, the moment I throw it in the trash, he notices it's gone, and wants to wear it. And so I know Virgos are all about cleanliness and getting rid of things that they don't feel has any use or are out of date, out of style, whatever. That includes your emotional body, Virgo. That includes your mental body. That's, this is the Aries energy is all about the self, the first house. So you need to reach deep down and allow yourself to face any fears that you need to face. So let's pull a planet card to see what part of your personality is most activated through Aries season. So we have the moon, your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. These could just be like the same card. Yeah, your subconscious self, your inner world is really being triggered through Aries season. Like the universe, imagine yourself being in like a fishbowl like this size, like your little beta fish. As, there's a bunch of crap on the bottom of your tank. And here comes the universe with the big, stir stick. It stirs you up and you're like flying around. And everything's flying around. That's kind of what is taking place here for Virgo. I hate to say, but it's a good thing. Like, this needs to happen. We need to visit our subconscious realm. We need to clean that area of our energy field up. That's the only thing that's holding us back. That's where the spring cleaning needs to take place. Okay? Paying attention to how we really feel within, not denying, not suppressing those emotions, allowing them to be experienced, to be expressed, and to be released. Okay? So big time for Virgo, stuff that's like deep, deep, deep down inside of you, it's haunting you, whether you realize it or not, and it's time to face it. It's time to release it. So, aside from the Aryan energy, let's see what other energy the universe is bestowing upon Virgo through this subconscious journey through Aries season. Wow. So, the universe is making Virgo weepy and soft in Aries season. This is out of control crazy. So the moon is the ruling planet of Cancer. Okay, so you've got a lot of Cancer energy all up and around you in Aries season. So for some of you, a very strong connection that your moon is in Cancer. Some of you could be a rising Cancer or just have heavy Cancer energy in your chart. But even if you don't, Cancer energy is all in your world. This is water energy. This is not fire, okay? But I think to ignite your inner fire, we've got to clean up the waters here, okay? This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. Your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses, facing fears, subconscious release, healing. So, these are all, speaking 100% to each other. Now, if I pull the fourth house here out of the house card, I'm just going to be like, oh my God. But some of you, with this hurt comes from your mother, the relationship you share with her, or the relationship that you share with your child, or just, this is where, you are most vulnerable. Something about when Virgo was most vulnerable needs to be healed. Now, whether a person took advantage of you, a person harmed you, or maybe some choices that you've made in life, it's going to be different for each one of you, but it's that needs to be healed with the utmost gentle care and touch, unconditional love. This is all for yourself, Virgo. This is the approach you need to take with yourself about this energy. Okay, so let's see what house this is highlighting the most. Where is this playing out other than the first house? Wow, we have the third house here. And this is all about learning and communication. So for many of you, this Aries season, because it's funny because this is super feminine energy. Aries is masculine, it's fast, it's spontaneous, it's full speed ahead. And I feel like that energy is pushing all of this up to the surface. And so that's like you have no choice but to deal with it. And for many of you, this is stuff you've never told anybody, okay? You've never told anybody. And it needs to come up. You need to be honest with yourself. Some of you, you may need to talk to somebody about this, like a therapist or, somebody who can give you really good advice. And maybe even some sort of like regressive therapy could be helpful for you guys. Dream interpretation, Reiki, because what I'm seeing here is like Virgo's having this transformation in the first house of self, but also in this third house of, learning and communication. And so it's like Virgo is learning how to properly express themselves outwardly to others, but also learning how to allow their true feelings to be nourished and healed and tendered and loved. It's like this energy is who you are to everybody else, this Cancer energy. And Virgo needs to give that energy to themselves to heal this. And that's what Aries season is about for Virgo, is like great deep healing of the most profound kind. Like some of you have been through some serious traumas, stuff you don't talk about. Some of you, that's how deep it goes. We don't talk about it. But you need to. It's time to heal that. And that's with this, I know it's like the most tender touch you can ever imagine. There's no sternness here. There's no tough love. There's no any of that. It is like in the arms of an angel type of energy. Now, if this is not at all taking place for you, you might be helping somebody through this type of situation. But I really feel like Virgo has healing that needs to take place at a deep subconscious level. And that's just a natural process. That's your spiritual spring cleaning, Virgo. Conclusion. So this is saying where there's an ending, there's always a new beginning of some other kind. And this is also saying you don't have all the pieces, all the information, so don't draw any specific conclusion about anyone or anything if you don't have all the information. All you can do is accept things as they are. Trust that in the future you will understand and see the big picture, and let the end be the end, and open yourself up to the new beginning ahead of you. Choices. Yes. So this here, Virgo, what I feel is with choices, some of you, this is about choices that you've made yourself, okay? Like, what's haunting you is your own choices and the way that they impacted others, okay? For others of you, this is the way others' behaviors and choices against you impacted you. And for some of you, I even feel like it's a combination of the two, like your actions and others' actions towards you. So for some of you, you don't have all the information about why certain things happened, why certain people made choices this way, or even why you made the choice you did. Just go with the flow. Love yourself. No matter what, love yourself. Okay? Most important thing, most gentle touch, because there's something new coming. That is why we need to clear this energy entirely, and in time all things will be revealed. Okay, so let's pull some tarot cards. Virgo, it's time to just love yourself for the beautiful soul you are. I know you are a perfectionist, therefore you hold yourself to a ruler that nobody, not even the divine himself, could live up to. Okay? So give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack. You deserve it. You really do. Too hard on yourself. You need to take it down like 50 notches on how you are to yourself. Like, and just be Mother Teresa, loving up on your own soul, being as sweet on yourself as you could possibly be. Oh, self, you are hot. Oh, self, you are so intelligent. Oh, self, I love you. I have this beautiful vehicle of a body that gets me through this life. I love you, body. I have put you through so much, body. And yet here you are, still going strong. I love you, body. Mind, I love you, mind. You are so intelligent. Even if I have used you in less than positive ways, you are quite the blessing in my life and have gotten me out of many different things. So love yourself, Virgo, all of yourself, no matter what. Yes, nice. Love this. We're coming out of hard times into smoother waters. This is Swords, so this is definitely the mental realm, which goes back to this subconscious energy. Virgo needs to heal the subconscious. Yeah, look at this. Death reversed. This is Scorpio energy. This is saying that, you're not allowing the ending. You're not allowing the death of something to take place. Look at how much these two cards coloring matches. Two completely different artists. Okay? You need to allow the full transition of something that's happened or something that has ended. Allow the healing. Allow the death card to be upright, okay? But also, with this coming out reversed, sitting next to the Six of Swords, all of this that I'm talking about is something of the past, and it is time to heal that. Look at this, Tree of Life coming out reversed. Night Wind, and we have this tree. And now we have this Tree of Life reversed. Do you not see the synchronicity there, Virgo? That is letting you know your chi, your energy in your body is completely out of balance. And it's going to stay that way until you deal with this. Like, you want to flip this up so that all faculties of yourself are running smoothly, so that the energy can run through every chakra of you. Okay, so, but we have this as reversed, and, it's sitting right under Night Wind. In order to get your energy back in balance, your chi balanced, we've got to deal with this stuff that is hanging out in the subconscious. And the reason why it's in the subconscious is because we've pushed it way down inside, and we're choosing not to deal with it at a conscious level. Okay, Virgo? So let's pull some advice cards for you on how to help you through this process. So we have water, celebrate all day. It's time to be happy, no matter what. Virgo, no matter what, it's time to make the conscious decision, because you do have the choice to focus on what does make you happy, what's beautiful about life, what is going right. Just before I did this video, the sun was just beginning to rise, and the sky was like just this gorgeous orange pink, and I was like, oh, take my breath away. Look at that. And Virgo, I feel like that's kind of where you need to be. It's, noticing things like that, seeing the beauty in the everyday and the everything, and celebrating, those things. And before you know it, you're not even having to grasp. It's just abundant there up in your face. Look at this. It's will and intent with choices. Yes, Virgo. I know that we have this stuff hanging around in the subconscious because we have chosen time and time and time again not to deal with it. And, oh, please, just let it happen. You will be so free. You have the choice. You have the power within. Okay? There's this new beginning that wants to take place. But again, you've got to be extremely gentle with yourself. Like, you need to have the hands of an angel with your own soul, with your own heartache, with your own pain, with your own choices, everything that has led to this moment. The utmost sensitivity to yourself. For, I don't care, if you did wrong or somebody wronged you, it doesn't matter. You need to be so gentle with yourself. Water, healing, seek resolution. Yes, Virgo. You can heal. You can get through this. You can face your fears. You can let this energy go. Especially those of you who are having like bad dreams and nightmares. It's because of what's hanging out inside of you that you don't want to face. And, for some of you, that is forgiveness. And I want to explain something. You can never deny yourself what you feel. Ever. I mean, you feel what you feel. And that is that. And you can't change that. And you have to give yourself the room to feel what you feel. And part of this energy is that you have not allowed that to take place. You have not accepted your true feelings about what's happened. And you need to, even if they are ugly and negative and gross and horrible, allow yourself to say, yes, this is how I feel, and this is why, because there is release and acceptance. Now, that's where this choice comes into play, and conclusion, and seek resolution. Once you have acknowledged how you feel and why, and you've accepted that that is how a person or situation has triggered you to feel, there comes the moment of free will and choice, where you decide, do I want to continue to carry this emotional baggage, this anger and hate around with me, or do I want to choose to maybe free myself and forgive? Because we are dark and we are light. The dark is our courage, our strength, our fight or flight, our protector when we are in danger, okay? Our light is our guidance, our unconditional love, our empathy and compassion for others. One cannot only walk on either side, okay? There's at different points in life, we require different, parts of ourselves. Sometimes we have to work fully with the dark, sometimes we have to work fully with the light, but most of the time it's a combination of the two. So, when there's no more danger at hand, there is no excuse to remain vibrating in hatred and refusing to forgive. Okay, there's no excuse for that. This whole reading is telling you it's screwing up your own life force energy. It's creeping into your subconscious. It's a cancer to your energy if you choose to vibrate in hate and refuse forgiveness, okay? Because like I said, once you have acknowledged and accept how you feel, nobody has the right to take that away from you, ever. And I'm not saying that how you feel, you have every right to that. Like, I'm sure of it, or you wouldn't feel it. But your choice of what you do with it next, Virgo, that is all on you. It's not about anybody else. And if you choose to not release, you choose to carry that negative baggage in your energy, in your heart, it's poison to you, okay? There's no danger. There's no reason for the darkness, okay? In a time like this is when you let the light in so that it can heal you and allow you to expand and look at things from a different perspective. So, big time, let the healing happen. Just let it happen, Virgo. It's going to be so delicious on the other side. I promise, especially with this card right here. And I see this tree of life next to death, both reversed. Let the past go. Let your energy balance itself, okay? It's your choice, Virgo. It's your choice at this point. Choices, will and intent. We got this times 2. It's your choice. So I don't want to keep going on and on. I just really, I see the need of great healing here and release, let go, forgive, so you can move on. And I always say, you don't have to forgive the act or the behavior ever, okay? But always forgive the person. And forgiving the person doesn't mean you let them back up in your life or even let them know that you have forgiven. It's not about that. We all make mistakes. We all have hurt people. We have all done really stupid things that impacted others in a very negative way. That is life. That is being a human. So you don't have to forgive the action or the behavior, but forgive the person, because they're a person just like you, and there's times when you've needed that forgiveness from others because you made a mistake, okay? Doesn't mean you have to let them back into your life, but what you wish for others, you only wish for yourself, and I've learned that the hard way, believe you me. So, Virgo, you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you have this beautiful new beginning trying to come in, breaking down your door, but you've got to let it happen. That you do have the energy to move towards healing. So that is what I have for you, Virgo.